What's going on, guys? Welcome to Season 4, Episode 8 of Wreck Bike Rebuild. I'm Chase, that is Brian, and Luke will be floating you around, but right now you're being held on by a table. And this is the YouTube Motorcycle Build Show, where we take wreck bikes, we turn them into dream bikes, and then
we give them away.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Were you waiting on that?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I realized that I was ahead of you, and I didn't have. You couldn't see my eyes.
You weren't ahead.
Sideways.
No, I was just waiting for you to say one more word, and then I was going to finish it. I didn't know I was going to have the whole last sentence there.
Regardless, we build motorcycles into dream bikes, and thanks to the beautiful people over on Patreon, we get to give the bikes away. So, if you want to be potentially given a motorcycle, go check out Patreon. That is how we fund this show. But without further ado, we got some work to do on our Panigale. We have labeled it as such because some people in the comments haven't watched episode 1 of this show. You should probably go watch episode 1 if you think we are being serious in calling a Panigale a Panigale.
You're not even allowed to say it correctly anymore.
Yeah,
it's just a Panigale from here on out.
Yeah, so henceforth, it has been noted, we will not be saying the word Panigale. It will be Panigale from henceforth. Anyway, speaking of Panigales, today we got some fun stuff in. We're gonna unbox. We're gonna do a little unboxing situation. I feel like I can't use your blade. I feel like it's like I don't know. It's like another man's knife. Is there like some type of thing like that?
If they hand it to you, yes. If you ask permission, yes. If you just grab it, no.
Solid. Okay, now we know your opinion, but let us know yours. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Perfect. We get to talk about Motomillion. For you guys that haven't watched last episode, Motomillion is the company that we have partnered with to get a ton of the parts for this build. And that's what we're going to be installing today. If you guys want to check out Motomillion, we got a discount code for you, of course. You get a piece of foam, and you get a piece of foam. But if you guys do want to shop on Motomillion, they specialize in super sports. I think they don't only do stuff for Panigales or Panigales, depending on what you're working on.
Or Ducatis in general.
Or Ducatis in general. But we'll have a link. We'll have a link in the description down below if you guys want to check out Motomillion and see if they have some stuff for you on your bike. And this is what the website will look like. And this is the coupon code. I don't even know what the coupon code is off the top of my head, but it'll give you a cheaper price for your parts. So
keep going.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything over here.
We're not going to worry about the bigger box in here. We're not going to talk about that on this episode. Let me just work on not letting you see the other stuff that we're installing. Okay, so today we are in. I don't know how to open this. Today we are. Oh, we're not. Oh, we can't share that either. Oh my God! I did not realize. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Today you're gonna find out one of the main colors of that for this build that we're gonna be moving forward with. Let me just check. Checking.
Making sure it's the right color?
Yeah, I haven't opened this box. Obviously, we just unboxed it, but dude, hold on. Look at this.
Nice.
Look at that. Okay. So.
I can't see it.
Huh?
I can't see it.
Good.
I wonder why you can't see it.
Wow. All right.
I'll finish that later.
That's Brian's art project. So you guys know that the clutch plate has the big old hole in it.
Cover.
So the clutch cover has a big old hole in it. We're going to be replacing that. We're not going to be buying an OEM one because they make clear clutch covers for Panigales. Why would you put an OEM one on? Anyway, I digress. We're going to be replacing that today with a clear clutch cover, and you might be surprised by the color. Do you think they're going to be surprised by the color?
No.
I don't see that color. It's always like black or red. They don't like Nah, bro, I'm talking on this little.
Oh.
Well,
hold on. It's not uncommon to see that color on a Ducati.
Well, one of the colors that the bike will be. Brian, I need. Ta-da! Yeah, that looks dope. All right, Brian, you do that one. You do that one. This is exciting.
So I just want you guys to understand that the white is just a sticker, and we're not putting a gold and white cover on.
Oh, I thought that was like a piece of foam, and the clear piece was under there. Huh? Not a separator.
Pretty stout piece of Lexan right there.
That's a thick old boy, as we say in the South. We don't. Yeah, we're not showing that yet. We're showing, man, this is like Christmas, but the parents only want to show the kids a certain stuff. Look at that.
Well, then it would be more like Hanukkah.
We're not getting religious here, Brian. This is the pressure plate for our, this is the, pressure plate. Yeah, in gold. I thought I was right, but then Luke looks at Brian like, he's an idiot, we know. Okay, cool. Obviously, putting on a clear clutch cover is not that, it doesn't take that long, hypothetically.
I'm gonna let you do it then, and we'll see how long it takes.
That smile, I don't like that smile.
We're about to learn how difficult, how different Ducati is with how they put stuff together. A hair different than most.
I want to be clear, when I said it should be relatively simple, I meant this part. I meant the...
Well, this is part of...
No, like, you could take the plate off of that and just put this on, right?
You could, but then it would look like Dookie.
Exactly, but there's only there's 5 bolts. So when I said that, I don't know what these things are. Or like, how the hell to...
You have such a way with words.
Thank you. Heather tells me that all the time.
So your pressure plate, and then this is what holds the springs for the clutch. So that's going on there as a beautification part. And then this goes on there. And then when the bike is running, you get to see all this stuff spinning around in circles.
Obviously, if you guys can't tell, these are all Ducati parts, and they look dope. Before we get started, we should probably do some slow-mo shots of what the bike looks like now, so that we can like show them side by side at the end. So, without further ado, thumb. We need a place to put a Motomillion decal.
Huh. I wonder where we could put stickers that we get from suppliers. Do you know?
I mean,
I don't know, man. I can't think of any good place that we could put stickers.
We only had like an area that we put stickers that we get from manufacturers. Like we have like multiple areas.
Fine. All right.
Get up, redo it.
No. The moment's done, Luke. The moment's done. How do I
Clean that first.
dun, dun, dun. Wait, do we go to the very end? Boom. It's official now, boys.
You ready to get dirty?
Nailed it. Yes. We're to wear gloves. Yes. So we do or do not need a specialty tool to do that? Because if we need it and you tell me now, it's gonna be a bad sign.
No, I mean we can make it work.
Okay. We start this process off by removing the clutch plate, right?
Cover.
Oh, those are the plates. That's why. Okay.
You know when you
Have we removed these? Have we taken these off?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. No.
Episode 4 or episode 5. We inspected the clutch
Right. Holy
after we
shit.
drained the oil.
Dude, I was terrified. I was like, there's no pressure on these at all. That would have been.
I need you to stop. We need to cover this pipe
Oh, shit.
because we don't want to get oil on it. So whatever we want to use to cover, we need to cover that.
Okay, what happens if we got oil on it?
It'd be difficult to get the oil residue off of it completely. So
Right.
when we fired it up, it would show.
Okay. If you guys are wondering, these are oil absorbing pads. Should we just leave one of these like underneath it?
Yeah.
All right. So this is the black thingy. And then
That
I
gray piece is
assume
the gold thing.
this is the, okay. So we remove it all by taking those boys out because those are the only ones we can.
Yes.
Okay. You got a number for me? Huh?
10 mil. Oh, man.
10 mil.
Perfect.
Check. So I'm just good to rock through?
Yep. Now, what did we discuss when removing clutch bolts?
Some.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay, so when I take this out,
The springs are going to come too, so pull the springs out with the bolts. Oh, are they going to stay? They may just. There you go.
okay. So what the hell do I do with that?
Take it off.
Do I just pull it out like with my fingers?
No. Okay,
What the hell do you do?
so you're going to want to try and separate it from the first clutch disc.
So like use like a flathead or something?
I
Or?
mean, it's just sticky, so you could probably do it with your fingers. So hold that. See how the whole pack
Oh,
moves? Now
shit.
push that all back in again. Now hold that first disc
Like
up
this?
against, yep, and then try and pop that. There you go. Now, did you see when it came off, it twisted?
Yeah.
When it goes back on, it has to twist going back on.
Oh, I can see the little groove thing. Okay.
Okay.
But this will be the gold one.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so is there a specific, wait, so we don't have to disassemble any more than that?
No. So what we are going to need from that, grab that again, and then there should be these little, stick your finger in there, and here. Yep.
Oh, I see.
See those little washer thingies?
How the hell do they come out?
Out this way, you just kind of pick them off.
They look like they have little teeth right there. Should I get like a pair of needle nose and like try to?
Yeah, you see where it's open right there? It's got an open in it.
Right.
You should be able to just pinch it together and it'll come out of its groove. So you'll probably need a little
Yeah.
tool to do that. Try very desperately not to distort the shape of that.
Okay. Did that one come out? Okay, there we go.
Now
Just
we're
three
also
of them?
going to need that whole assembly in the middle.
How do you get that out? I mean, can I like push it my fingers out or?
I think you should be able to.
No.
No? Okay. So we're going to have to set up a couple of blocks of wood and
Tap.
then tap it out. Yeah.
Is there a way to try to keep this as, like this has to remain one piece?
It's two separate pieces. Just tap it a couple times, see what happens. Anything move?
Didn't feel like it.
All right, we'll hit it harder then.
Alrighty.
Okay, now make sure we have enough room, we do on the bottom, that nothing's gonna hit, and just drive it out. It's only a little bit left. There it is.
All right, we still have free spin. So like, do we need to oil or just?
It's already got oil all over it. Is that really tight? 'Cause if it's really tight, then we're gonna heat it up first.
I don't think it's really tight, but like, I mean, I would much rather you feel that than. What are these that we just used to punch that in?
It's actually a bearing remover.
Bearing remover. That is what we just used to punch that out. I forgot to tell you guys, for the build budget, so this plate on the outside, the little plate in the middle, and then the cover that goes on the front cost that much, or that much, whichever side of the camera it's on, increasing the build budget to a total of...
Where's the
number is.
little,
You're heating the gold thing out. I thought heating it would expand it.
makes that hole bigger so that'll drop in.
Oh. I would have thought heating an object would heat it and it would expand and make the circle.
Expands.
Knowledge with Brian. How much heating?
Enough. It's kind of hard to say. We don't have any way to measure the temperature of the piece of metal that we're heating.
Right.
So we're gonna heat it pretty much until this whole thing is warm to the touch.
Gotcha.
Like out here.
Oh, okay.
Now it's stuck in there.
Is that all the way in?
Nope.
Oh, shit. So what's the goal for getting it all the way back in? Like, are you trying to drive the outside piece and not just that middle piece or something?
Correct.
Okay.
That sounded full.
Yeah.
Okay, it's in.
Feel good about that?
We are good.
It's on the verge of warm and hot. All right.
Ta-da! All right, so I think we should probably let that cool for just a second. And then our next thing is going to be to put these little clips in. Yeah, so you just need to line up the little bumps to fit in the grooves in here, and
Right.
just kind of just push them in.
Got it. So this thing only needs to be like warm, right? Like, or
Yeah, it doesn't need to be totally cool, just easy to touch.
okay. So I'm good to start trying to get these springs back in.
Okay.
Oh, this-
Did it just snap in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're good then. If it, I heard a nice positive click.
Yeah, these go on so much easier than they come off. Like they were a pain in the dick to get off, but like you just
And it snapped in place. Now trying to pull those out would be difficult again.
right. All right. So now we take the first two plates off.
Let's try and get it on first.
Okay.
When this plate goes on, it's going to rotate a couple of degrees counterclockwise. So you want to make sure when you line it up, you want to turn it as far clockwise it'll go.
Okay.
And then as you slide it on, I have a little room to, and then be centered in those.
Okay.
Or pretty close to.
So I'm gonna center it up on the middle thing. I'm gonna rotate it some this way.
Right there. It's not on.
So we're trying to get those little grooves inside of the plates. So we're taking the plates off to line them up in these little teeth on the other side.
Yep. So this is, we don't want to take the whole pack out, so we want to hold the one that we don't want to come off. This one goes on.
Does it matter what way it's rotated?
No,
Oh, I
because we
guess.
can move that.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then this one.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put that on here as an assembly.
Okay. So again, we're gonna
Line up the center,
right.
and then line up the bolt holes. And then we could just turn this plate wherever we need it.
Oh, I see.
There it is.
Oh.
You see it
okay.
slide in?
Right.
Okay, so that's what we're looking to do.
Gotcha. So you just take the is that how deep those teeth are? Oh, it goes to the first plate with the inverted teeth. Got it. Okay. Okay. So plate's on good. Now we add the other spring thing. Okay. So the way we angle this is the way it will always be with gold plates. So the question is, do we want it to say parts under Ducati? Do we want it to say Ducati Special, or do we want it to have the logo?
So if you put the special under where it says Ducati, then the logo and the logo is going to line up.
Made, so Ducati Special, made in Italy parts, is what we're basically going with. Okay. So it's springs on first, right? And then
you could set it up like this and then slide the whole thing on. Or you could put the springs on and let them hang and then hold the plate up to it and then run the bolts through. It's up to you how you want to handle that.
came off like that, we putting it on like that. Did you grab a T-handle? You don't gotta brag, Brian.
I can't help myself when I'm holding a T-handle like that. It just has to spin in my hand. Okay, so being that you almost did that, If that tool slips off and hits that black,
And it scratches it.
it's going to scratch the shit out of it.
It's not a good day.
Yeah, you just need to be very careful. Anodizing is cool stuff, but it's easy to damage.
Okay, so I think we're ready to. What's the torque spec?
10 Newton meters.
10 Newton meters for all three?
Yep.
All right.
Nice and slow. There you go.
I was pretty close on that one.
Yeah.
Not that I knew it was 10.
Good. Done.
Okay, now it's just the outside plate. Wait, what is happening in my life? Oh, oh. I didn't know there was a black piece in there.
So you can get rid of those.
Oh, we get them black bolts, boy. All right.
I think we're going to need the O-ring off of the other cover
Wait, why?
to go in here, and then this O-ring goes on this side.
Oh. Dude, I love these jug tools, no lie. They are one of my favorite tools we have now.
Okay, so we're using the O-ring from the sealing O-ring from the original clutch cover. Just put that over there when we don't need it.
So that O-ring is for like the glass piece, not glass, but
Lexan, yep. Now go in the other direction. There you go. Good. I'm gonna hold this up here, and you can put some bolts in it.
wait, we don't have to put all the other stuff in first? Or does that go in, does the glass piece go in on that? I see.
See how nice and tight that fits in there?
Mm-hmm.
And the O-ring goes there, and everything seals up against that.
I see. Okay, so we can go ahead and install this then.
Yes. That totally makes that much more sense to put a black cover on the other side.
Yeah, it does. I didn't realize, I wasn't really thinking about it, I guess. But
Honestly, I thought it was going to come gold.
you thought this was going to come gold? No, I specifically ordered it to be what it was. But I did forget that there was the black piece. Where's the...
In my fingers.
in your finger.
In your fingers.
I'm going to cover up this little greasy sitch. Yeah, that getting the other side powder coated black, gonna match real nice. Do you know what the spec is on these?
Same.
Oh, fair enough. 10? Oh, wait,
Yeah.
we can cut.
Uh-huh.
Did you watch that?
Uh-huh.
You son of a bitch. Didn't say a damn word.
That was fun.
Wow.
Did you catch that?
Nice!
All I did was look over my shoulder. He's like,
Screw you guys.
see, you are learning, Chase.
Man,
See, look at that. You didn't go to the next bolt. You went across from it.
of course. You got a star pattern, that bitch. Man, every episode.
Got to let you learn. And then I would just go around and check them all. Because when you walk parts on, sometimes your first ones get loose again.
Okay. That's on. Now we...
Go ahead and put a little bit of grease on this whole thing.
Okay. Okay.
Now wipe your fingers off.
Your fingers and my fingers.
And then put it in the groove. It should,
The groove's
it
on.
should stick. Because it's got a little bit of grease on it.
Dude, that is a strategy. This way, go the other way. That's what people watch this show for random ass shit like that. All right, whoa. What side of the white stuff do we take off?
I don't know if it, yeah, we have to take both off. I don't know if it matters which side it faces out though.
That is going to look fire.
Trying to not get any prints on it.
Yeah, if anybody gets this bike and they have your DNA on it, and then they can replicate you, like, what then? Do you know what this world would be if it had two Brians in it?
Well, it doesn't have two Brians. Well, two of me, but you know, I'm pretty close to my brothers.
It's not the same. Your DNA is totally different, probably. I don't know anything about DNA, but...
Similar, not totally different. Mostly the same. Slightly different.
Can I just say that these colored gloves and this gold makes me want to throw up together? Whatever you do, don't touch that inside plate.
Well, you know, once you put it on, if there's fingerprints on it, you're screwed.
So I'm saying, do not touch it. Super. Don't you dare spit on it.
All right, I'll go ahead and oh so gently lay that up there.
Dude, you can't even tell that there's the Lexan on it.
We didn't put Loctite on those yet.
Well, I just wanted to get one.
And it's a 4mm.
Hold it right there. And then you got one up here that's already in. Keep holding it. I'll take this out. You can. Okay, you're good. So we're just gonna do these at 10.
It's pretty sweet.
That is, these red wheels are gonna have to go. I love having all the knowledge of where we want to take this build, because these people are probably watching this and like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Putting a gold, if you're part of Patreon, we could talk about it, but you're not, so I'm just kidding. Okay, so that's installing clear clutch cover from Duke Bike. But in the exhaust episode, last episode, we forgot to install the air filter that came with the exhaust. We're gonna install that real quick before we end this episode. All right, Brian, what do we do to install this air filter?
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna clean up all this junk that we don't need that's out here.
Oh wait, we can't do that? Montage of the Duke Bike clutch cover, what?
To do is disconnect the wire harness.
Just
from
this guy?
both of the injectors. There's two of them, one for each injector. Be very delicate with it. So it is a pinch and a pull. There you go. And then the other one there. Okay, so right here. So injection, top injector, vertical cylinder. Injection, top injector, horizontal cylinder. So they're nice enough to label it for you so you don't screw it up. We need to remove these fuel lines from that fuel line.
So just press in here and pull up?
There's two.
Oh, on
There's
both
one on each
sides.
side.
Got it.
So pinch it and then pull that off. There's going to be a little bit of fuel leakage.
Do we need to put like a paper towel in there?
If you want to put a blue rag or two in there,
Gotcha.
and then as soon as you pull it off, kind of
Put it onto the blue rag.
put it onto the blue rag or tuck the blue rag into the spot or whatever, because you really don't want a lot of fuel laying around inside the airbox.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. All right.
So now these fuel lines feed, this is the injector right here inside of here.
Okay.
So these fuel lines, one goes to one injector, one goes to the other, and the other one goes to fuel line
Okay.
from the fuel pump from the gas tank.
Right.
So this whole thing is going to come off as an assembly.
Oh.
So here's clip.
Right. Is there a clip on the other side?
There's
Just like
one
that?
on the other side. So I'm going to put that back on and let you do that. Just so you feel how much pressure it takes to get it off.
Oh,
Now
okay.
you're going to take the blue rag out. and now you can kind of more feel your way around that one because you can't see it a lot.
Oh, I see.
Which is why I had you do it, didn't know how hard you had
Okay.
to pull on it.
I take my little being an asshole statement back. Oh, is that how? Okay, cool. Now I know. All right, so that's off now.
Okay, now lift the whole thing out of there.
So there's a zip tie here. Do we need to cut that?
All right, so these kind of hook on just a little bit. Okay, then it
Now
gives us a little bit more room. So now there's your air filter.
Right.
Now you see these little clips on either side?
Right.
Grab the little black round knob and pull it towards the center.
Wow. And then it pulls out
Comes
this way?
Yep. Oh, you're hooked. Yep.
Is there like a... Oh, okay, so these little tabs.
Mhm.
Right. They kind of just sit on top.
Yep. Get a flashlight.
Yeah.
Let's clean that first.
Clean just that area?
Yeah, take a look in there and you'll see what I mean.
Oh, wow. Gross.
Yeah, let's clean that a little bit.
Holy shit, look at the rod. It looks like it got dipped in sand.
That's just what gets picked up going down the road.
Oh, no shit.
This is like going down the road and you feel like the sand blast.
Yeah.
It all ends up in your airbox.
Sheesh, man. So is the best bet to like get the air and push the air in from this way?
I wouldn't actually use air. I would probably use like a damp rag.
Okay. With just like water
Blue
or?
rag and just some water is fine.
Gotcha. This is inclement weather.
AKA H2O.
AKA H2O, AKA water. All right,
ready?
cleaned area. Now we can reinstall the new air filter. Does it matter what way?
Well, I mean, I set it so the logo reads, but it doesn't matter. You can put it in either way.
Gotcha.
It's exactly the same.
So you're putting it in sideways and then rotating it? Is that just how
just
it came out?
Fits in better that way.
Okay. So you're just trying to line the little prongs up on the sides?
Well,
Or?
here's the thing: is if you tighten one side before the other, it shifts the airflow. There it is.
Sweet.
Okay, and then being that we have this off, you could see in the front, and you could see that it made a good seal all the way around.
Oh, you're
It's perfectly centered, and everything is in its groove. So here's another little cool tiny tidbit here. Let me set a flashlight. Can you see the flashlight through the fins?
Yes.
Now look in the front at the new air filter.
Okay.
See how much more light comes through it?
Yeah.
So there's that many less pleats in the filter.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It allows for more airflow.
Oh.
So I mean, look at how many pleats this thing has.
Dude, there's literally sand like just falling out of that. That's hilarious.
Right, so see how many pleats there are?
Right.
And then how many pleats are in that?
Yeah, they're way bigger too.
It's probably less than half.
Yeah. Keep counting the pleats. Holy grind.
11, 15, 37, 12, 2, 27.
That was impressive. That didn't slow him down at all. 72.
Well, are you gonna check what he says?
56 pleats. When you said 27, I was on 27. That was
That's-
kind of cool.
Luke was counting in the camera.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. From 56 to
Yeah.
22 pleats. Less than half.
Yeah. This looks like a drone.
You know how expensive that piece in your hand is right there?
Don't say that.
Put that down, please.
Okay. Have to help.
So we've now put in our high flow air filter.
High flow air filter. Check. Cleaned frontal air box section. Check. Installed. I'm not gonna do cinematic shots of an air filter because like
It's an air filter.
it's an air, bro. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Lexan clutch cover, pressure plate, and spring cap. Check.
Those things. I think we're good then,
I think we're good.
because that's what we wanted to do.
We have we've succeeded in our objective.
I love that terminology. We have succeeded in our objective. That's awesome. I don't know why I think that's so funny, but
Because it's not always the case.
it's matter of fact, it's very rarely the case here.
We've been good with this one. You want to see something funny?
Oh Jesus! Holy shit! Even if we would have just taken that off and
Knocked
aired
all
it,
the sand out. Put
Right.
it back in again.
that's feeding your engine right there, boys. Clean your air filters, gentlemen.
Oof.
That's bad, but I am so terrified.
It's a lot
to
of sand,
clean-
honestly.
I'm really worried to clean the air filter on my WR now, seeing that. Like,
Well, the air filter in your WR is cleanable. This one really isn't.
all right, guys, that's gonna be the end of this episode. I am really happy with the way that looks,
Me too. I'm actually glad that the whole thing isn't gold.
dude. You know, ain't gonna go. We're tasteful here at Wreck Bike Rebuild.
You know,
all right.
I mean, I don't know if you get the choice of having this gold too.
Can't confirm. I had to order things far ago, so who knows? But I'm really excited about the generator cover.
All the Panigale labels.
Well, the Panigale labels for sure. But now that we're gonna do
Be
the
black.
right, so getting the generator cover powder coated black because of that crackling.
Paint.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, watch the last episode. We talk about that. But now, even if they do show, they'll both be black, have black elements, and they'll match. So it's gonna look. All right.
You know what would be really cool,
Ooh, yeah. I mean, no.
and I'm sure we can do it. Get that in gold.
I'm almost 100% that we can get that in
We need to
gold.
get one of these in gold.
Okay, guys, so that's going to be the end of this episode. If you got to this point in the video, make sure to hit the like button. It is mucho apreciado.
For those of you out there, the like button is a little tiny thumbs up symbol
Judd, we're looking at you, my man.
just underneath the screen.
Thanks again to Motomillion for hooking us up with a good deal on all the parts that we're going to continuously put on this bike. If you guys want to check them out, there will be a link in the description. Use the coupon code so you don't have to pay as much as all the little plebs that don't watch Wreck Bike Rebuild. I'm Chase. That's Brian. You're being floated around now by Luke.
Here, that was a good stab.
Stabbed him. Nailed it. I'm going to hand that back to you. We appreciate you watching Wreck Bike Rebuild. Make sure to check out the Patreon page if you want to help support the show and if you enjoy it or if you just want the chance to be given a motorcycle. And we will see you guys on the next episode where... What are we doing next episode? I think we're doing some junk up here next episode, depending on old Patty Rick getting all those parts in.
I'm pretty sure Patty Rick told me that the stuff would be here this week.
Oh,
It should be there now.
all that, yeah, I think so too. So we're gonna be doing some OEM fixing, I think, to the front on the next episode. Find out next time on. Find out
Yes,
what
we will.
Find out what specialty tool Brian just used on the next episode of Wrecked Bike Rebuild.
What were you gonna say?
Dragon Ball Z?
Oh,
Did you ever? Right? Luke knows what I'm talking about, dude. On every episode, it was like, oh, they're gonna leave on a cliffhanger. Nah, bitch. On the next episode, the whole world may blow up if Goku can't make a spirit ball. Spirit ball?
you're totally speaking a language I do not.
Outro crew,
understand.
let me know what's Goku's big spirit bomb? I think it's spirit bomb.
Spirit bomb's correct.
Oh, you know for a fact? Yeah. We need a GoPro on the top of that camera that just looks back at you just for like the little
Facial
moments.
expressions.
Right. All right, outro crew.
So the camera can see my eyeballs and the other one can see
And
his.
it can cut back to Luke when
Put them side by side and like ding, you know.
oh my god, that would be great. You know how like the stupid little anime things like so a line would like your eyes would be like
Like a lightning bolt.
yeah, slacks down and like then Luke's shot comes in and it's just like ding and then
All
it
the
comes
streaks.
right and then it's Chase doing the whatever the thing I did earlier where I lost lost all my confidence on that one.